Good morning and welcome to Naturally Kim's Knitting. I'm Kim and this is my podcast all about knitting, spinning, dyeing of yarn, all of which I do, well, I say all, most of which I do from my house right here outside of Lima, Ohio. I live here with my dear puppy, Ginger, my dear kitty cat, Purdy Cassandra, my sweet, handsome husband, Randy, and just recently we have my father-in-law and his lovely cat, Tommy. They've moved in with us too, so I'm sorry, the light is just really weird today. Here, I thought I was going to have a great light day. Anyways, it's good to be back. It's weird to be back. It's all those things. I am, going through a little bit of Genevieve and Tobias and Molly and Jeremiah withdrawal, but it was easier to leave them knowing that they are growing so healthy and strong. Anyways, more about that later. Today it's November 12th, 2019, and I would like to wish a belated good day to all the veterans that are out there, and a salute to those who have served and those who have given their lives and those who are currently serving our country to help us live in freedom. Anyways, this is episode 185, and you can find me online on Ravelry as Naturally Kim's Knitting and as Napier's Knits. Naturally Kim's Knitting is the podcast group. On Instagram, you can find me as knittin_Kim. YouTube, Blogger, and Wordpress, I'm Naturally Kim's Knitting. This feels very weird again to, be doing all this, and I'm glad I have my show notes because I'm going to be needing them today. Okay. Oh, why'd you do that? My phone's trying to get used to me again, too. Okay, we have a couple new friends who have joined us. Dawn and Wendy, welcome. I'm sorry I wasn't there to give you a welcome right away, but I am so glad that you've decided to subscribe and to be part of our little group. If there's anything you ever need, just leave me a comment or a question and I'll see what I can do. Okay, yay. Knit along news. Well, we had some that closed, and those people have been notified, and I believe everybody has, if they haven't received their prize, they will soon. But we have a couple going on right now. We have the finished object knit along, which is for November. It's now open. There is a thread for it. So any of your finished objects, take a picture of it, post it in the thread, put the name of the pattern, and you may win a prize at the end of the month. I close those December 1st, and I use random number generator to decide who's going to get the prizes, because I'm not going to judge all you beautiful people's work. Then we have a make for others make along, because it doesn't have to be knit, it doesn't have to be crocheted, it could be anything that you are making for others. Just take a picture of it, post it in the thread with the name, and if you feel like sharing who you're giving it to, that's just wonderful. Some of you are making for charity, some are making for others. I can't wait to see, so just post it in the thread in Ravelry, and you will be eligible for several prizes. Well, for your choice of prizes. I should have told you in the finished object one, you have a choice between a $10 KnitPicks gift card, any giftable pattern up to $10, or I think I better stick with that for right now. But then for the make for others, oh my goodness, you could choose from a $25 KnitPicks gift card, $25 Amazon gift card. If you have $25 in patterns, giftable patterns that you would like, you could choose that. Or I have, since this is knit for others, and I think about making dishcloths when it's knit for others, I have a Lily's Sugar and Cream in Temari ball, and then I also have the same thing in hot pink. So you could choose, if you want both, you could have both, but otherwise you could choose which color you like the most. I also have Country Weekend Socks, 25 classic patterns to knit. And it is still, I mean, those are gorgeous. The cover ones are gorgeous. See if I can show you a few more. They have all different kinds. They have, I mean, they are beautiful. And I know many of you gifted knitters out there would just do wonders with them. So there's that book. This one is called Rib It Up. Wonderful to, you know, there's blankets, there's dishcloths, there's hand towels, placemats, all kinds of things. Then knitting doubles, and there's some of the projects that you could find from there. I've worked from this book, and I've worked from the Rib It Up. There's 25 designs in there. So good books to choose from. Let's see, what else did I just show you guys? Oh, I'm trying to put the things that I've already done over here. Okay, so, and that one, the last day for that will be December 31st. It's anything you worked on between November 1st and December 31st. I will close it on January 1st. Yes, I will get up New Year's morning, and I will close it, and I will use random number generator and figure out, you know, who wins the prizes. Now, let's say you're making 10 hats, but you don't want to take 10 separate pictures. Take one. I'll still count it as 10 items, okay? Same with anything. Okay, let's see. So there's that. On my needles. I do have, I haven't been able to work on one of my pattern tests yet anymore since I've been home, but I'm hoping to starting today. But otherwise, oh my goodness. So when I was at the Sacramento airport, like I said, it's my favorite airport in the world. It gets me closer to my grandchildren and my daughter. I told you I made two toes on the way from Houston to Sacramento. I don't know what yarn this is. I know it's KnitPicks, but my granddaughter was determined to get rid of all my labels. So anyways, this is from the same skein, and those were the toes. I've not been able to work on them anymore because I've been busy. But let's see, then I also have, this is Sugar Plum, and I only know that because this is some that I dyed. And I cannot show you the pattern yet. These are a Christmas gift. But, oh, I should have said the other ones, those are Soup Kitchen. So, this is my Sugar Plum. There we go. And I've got two socks. I have to do another repeat on this one yet, but they're doing pretty good. Then I put those over here because I don't want them to get all tangled up. These were going to be a Christmas present for somebody, but then somebody else told me how much they love the colors. So it's still a Christmas gift, but it's for somebody else. And I do have one sock done. I'm not going to put it real close because I'm going to put this pattern up today. And once again, my granddaughter insisted that I shouldn't have wrappers on my yarn. Love her. But that was tough. Oh, no, I was going to say, I didn't finish this last night. Close. I am on the ribbing. But I had to go to bed. I've had migraines 3 times. And 3 migraines in 3 days, and that's been a bit much. But anyways, so there's those. I wish I knew what the name of the yarn was. I know it's a NitPicks, it's Felici. I don't. I don't. Let's see, what else? I did that. Is that all that's on my needles? I guess that's all I've been working on. Wow. Well, I say that. This isn't on my needles. But my granddaughter, she loves working with yarn. Bless her heart. And so while I was out there, yeah, we decided we're going to do some ice dyeing. Now, in California, we're not going to do snow dyeing. I can at home now because we just got snow last night. But so what we did was we took a roasting pan, we put foil over it, and then we put I bought 5 skeins of yarn for Wool to Dye For with stellina in it because I knew she'd love the stellina. And I had her go with my husband to the grocery store, made my husband happy since that's his business, made her happy because she got to pick color for her yarn, and it made my daughter and son-in-law happy because they were able to go out on a date. The kids were busy. So anyway, so they picked out some red and some purple. So we did both of these. Now let me show you individually, because we thought we missed one of the skeins with the purple. Now this one I kind of like the way it worked out, but the other one we thought we missed the purple with totally, but we didn't. So I asked my granddaughter, I said, well, which one do you like the best? And she goes, Grandma, the one with all the purple. So she's going to get a pair of socks out of this. This one, I don't know who I'll give it to yet, but it will be something for somebody. So let's see. That's what's on my needles and a little bit of dyeing we did. Oh, I should have finished telling you. We covered that with ice cubes. Yeah, they had a bag of ice, so we covered it with ice, and then we sprinkled on top of it. In the area where I thought the one yarn was, I tried to put all the red. In the other area, I tried to put where the purple was, but under the ice, it's hard to tell. And we let the sun melt it, and by the next morning, we had that beautiful yarn. So, and then while I was out there, I discovered that my grandson's favorite color is orange. Orange and yellow and all the colors of the rainbow, but mainly orange. We could not find orange Kool-Aid. Not out there. So we came home and we bought orange Kool-Aid. And so I don't know if I'm going to, in this house it's a little different. We only have one bathtub. So it'd be hard to snow dye it. I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. I might be able to do it over my kitchen sink, but would have to dye pretty fast, so I'm not sure. Or I'll just do it the old-fashioned way, in a pan. Okay, I can't show it to you. It's behind me, but I can't show it to you. It's Mila's shawl. I need to take pictures of it and send it to her. So anyways, I did finish that, and oh, it's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. It's called Dragon's Tears, I will tell you that. Okay, that was what's on the needles. That's finished objects, which, you know, I have one sock. That's it. Then it's time to talk. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but we have lots to talk about. So I apologize. It's not going to be a short little one. KnitPicks, by the way, they are having a wonderful up to 60% off on some of their yarns and some of their books. I'm affiliated with them, yes, but still, it's great. And then today, I checked out their site to see if there's anything new. And they're having a $1, $2, $3 sale. Books, yarn, they have lots of different weights of yarn. If I wouldn't have already bought yarn, I was tempted. And there was a couple books on there. They had a beautiful one with Gansey patterns. And it was $5, but I thought, do you have the $5? then no, you're not going to get it. So, but wow, it's a deal. And then their yarn of the month, perfect for this month. It's their dishy, which you can make dishcloths things out of, 20% off. Do you think they know that people like to make things or make dishcloths things for others? So take. Oh, this is my new mug, by the way. I got this when Scotland. No, Scotland or Ireland. I'm not quite sure. It had the Celtic cross on it, so you know. So anyways, that is KnitPicks. Then I don't know how many of you have ever read the blog, The Simple Life of a Queen. This is by one of our very own people. And she just put out a blog. It probably went out yesterday, but I read it today. And Betsy is the sweetest lady. So hi, Betsy. I look forward to reading her blog every week, and the pictures she shows of the work she does or the things that she does in her life, just beautiful. So if you have a chance, check out The Simple Life of a Queen. I know before I took off, I told you I would be doing the blending board demo. As soon as I get my roll-logs spun off for the Shetland wool that I did before, I think it's before I went to the UK, I will be doing more on the blending board, and I will demo it then. So just hold tight. I am getting to it. If I do it now, though, I'm just going to sit there and look at it and think, now I want to spin it. And I can't spin it yet. So, excuse me. Sorry, that was my dear sweet dog, Ginger. Let's see, what else happened on my trip? Oh, we did so much. My grandkids discovered they don't care for ice skating too much. But they love gymnastics, and they are so good at it, both of them. Let's see. Oh, I can't even think what all we did. We went to the Sacramento Art Museum. We went to the Train Museum. We went to the zoo. Then, oh, we just did lots and lots of things. But it was so much fun. And they've both grown up so much. And I have a picture of my granddaughter, and she is all arms and legs. And I knew that she was thin, but oh my goodness, this picture that I took just shows how long her arms and legs are. And Tobias, last time I talked, I always figured he wasn't going to be talkative because he had a sister that talked all the time. Well, I tell you, he talks your ear off too. And of course, his most favorite sentence is, "Will you play cars, Grandma?" Or Grandy. And it's hard to say no to him. And where they live now, they have so many friends, and I'm so happy. Let's see. And speaking of grandchildren, so before we got out there, the Lambtown Festival took place. I love the Lambtown Festival, but we didn't make it there this year. We've decided next year we're going to go over the last weekend in September and the first weekend in October, because the last weekend of September is Scottish Day, or Scottish Fest. And then Lambtown is the first weekend in October. Well, they went. They always go in my place. And Genevieve bought this yarn because it's got pink in the middle. And she said she would call this unicorn, because unicorns are her favorite. And she's asked me to make her a pair of mittens out of this. Okay. I said that works. And then she wants me to make her a hat out of, I have some yarn that they gifted me a while ago, and it has a unicorn instead of a pom-pom. So she wants a hat made out of that. And then out of her yarn that she dyed, she wants a pair of socks. I said, I can do that. And so then I said, Tobias gave me this. They're both from Sincere Sheep, which I like Sincere Sheep a lot. I should tell you what this is. This is Sincere Sheep. It's a hand-dyed fibers and yarn using the finest natural dyes, which is one of the reasons I like them. Cormo worsted. And the wool comes from Wyoming, and it's a worsted weight 250 yards, made by hand in the Napa Valley. So there's that one. Then my grandson picked out this orange, and he wants. Well, Genevieve was saying he wants a pair of mittens. I said, would he wear a pair of mittens? And she goes, no. She goes, so how about a hat? So I'm making him a hat out of this. So this is also from Sincere Sheep. Let's see. Eureka Fingering from Surprise Valley, California. Rambouillet wool, and it's 500 yards. And this is called Vitamin C. Did they have a name on this one? No, there was no name on this one. So my granddaughter, unicorn. But this one is called Vitamin C. So isn't that cool? Let's see. So I acquired those. Then I didn't have any excuses. I didn't open this. I was making a pair of socks for somebody. And I was thinking I needed to get some yarn for their spouse. Well, then somebody else was telling me they like the socks I'm making. So now I'm rethinking all this. But I had bought this before I left. This is KnitPicks Stroll Gradient Duos. So you get both of these in a package. Enough for a pair of socks. And it's called Pet Rocks. Each one of these is 50 grams. 75% superwash merino wool, 25% nylon. Fingering weight and all that. So, yes, it's going to be a pair of socks, hopefully for Christmas. But for right now, I have to think who it's for. Then my dear friend Linda, she generously donated some money for me for Soup Kitchen socks. So I went to Michael's. There we go. I think it was Michael's, or was it Hobby Lobby? I don't remember. Does this say? Probably not. Because I want it to. Pueblo Premier Yarns wool-free sock yarn. And, yeah. So I got 2 of those. Ta-da! These are 50-gram balls. So, yay. Then I also got this, which is Yarn Bee, so I must have got them from Hobby Lobby. Cozy Toes. These are also 1 per sock. And Shine Like Summertime. Because not everybody in the soup kitchen is a man. So, And then, this is Yarn Bee Cozy Toes in the color... Oh, no color name on that one. Mermaid Eyes. I like those. I like the way that looks. I can't wait to knit it up. So these are going to be for Soup Kitchen. Don't know if it'll be this year before Christmas or next year. But these are for Soup Kitchen. And I think that's all my acquisitions. Okay. Oh, yes. I have to show you. Since we moved in the new house, we haven't uncovered all of their artwork yet. So while we were at the art museum, my granddaughter made me this. And then when she heard that we don't have a grandchild art wall right now, she also made us this. We were actually at a festival at one of the oldest places in Sonoma, in their county. Anyways, and the rest of the family was going to go for a walk. Well, my feet hurt me the whole trip, but that's part of it. But I knew I couldn't do a hike, uneven surfaces and all that. And Genevieve didn't want to go, and I don't know if it was because I didn't go or what. So we played I Spy with my little eye. And then I gave her a piece of my paper that I keep in my reading Kindle, and she drew me this with my purple pen. I don't know where I think she must have filled in the rest when she got home, because I don't remember where she got the green and the orange. unless she keeps green and orange in her back seat. And then at the art museum, my husband made this. I know it's not grandchildren, but you know. And my grandson made this out of tape. That's pretty cool. Then they have a friend, and I think Tobias said that he wanted a picture of himself and his cars. So she drew this, their friend did. She's older, so, you know, it's a little bit easier. But then Tobias drew this, and I'm still not quite sure what that is, but that's okay. He didn't draw the figure, but he drew the pond or the ball or whatever. I have to show these. I'm sorry, but I do. Then his friend wrote his name out and a star, and Tobias did the coloring. And that. He's not usually a big colorer. And then that. It's this little line. Then I have some more Genevieve. But when I told Genevieve how getting letters from her just makes me smile and makes Brandy smile, she told me she was going to mail me some artwork. Makes my day. So let's see. Talk about that. Now, I had books waiting when I had books when I left to review, and I had books to review when I came back. So, these are all from Dover. I'll say that right up front in case I forget to say it. Thought I'd finish that before it gets started. The first of all is origami, dollar bill animals in origami. Now, I'm not one who really does origami because it's hard for me to pinch my fingers right, but this is a cute idea. And you wouldn't even have to use dollar bills. You could use origami paper, gift wrapping paper, or whatever. But isn't that cute? I really do like that. And, you know, some of the critters that they have, in case you couldn't tell what they were on the cover, they include things like, I'm finding the table of contents. Oh, there we go. A sailboat, fish, starfish, seahorse, shark, duck, parrot, owl, swan, and it goes on and on. So, cute book. And this is $16.95 retail. And like I said, this is a Dover book, but I know you can get it at Amazon, probably Barnes & Noble, any place you can request a book or buy a book, probably. So there's that one. Then, oh, another origami. I might actually give this one to somebody, although I could just keep it as a coloring book or give it to my grandchildren as a coloring book. I haven't decided. Because not only is it origami, you color the pages first. You see? This is the kind of coloring I like to do. But then they give you ideas to what to make with the papers. So I could even color, well, no. Well, I could, but I might send this out to my grandchildren, let them color and everything. They tell you the basic folds, how to make a catamaran, how to make a butterfly, an angelfish, a fish, a crane, a swan, and it goes on. So this is a cute book. This is from Dover, and it's $8.95. Nice, huh? Then another coloring book. I always request the coloring books. This one I'll probably keep. Patchwork Quilt Designs coloring book. I love coloring books. I love coloring some of the patterns that they have. It's restful for me. So if I'm not too tired when I go to bed, or if I don't have a migraine, I like to color. I'm hoping, since the snow's already done for right now, that I won't have a migraine tonight. 3 in 3 days is a little bit much. But look at that. Isn't that a cool book? Anybody who quilts, or if you know of anybody who quilts and they like to color, this would be a great book. It's 5 $5.99 from Dover. Well, like I said, you can get it at any bookstore. Then another quilting book. I wouldn't mind learning. I know the basics of sewing, and my daughter tells me I can quilt. I just not really sat down to do it. I do have my sewing machine now. I have all my sewing stuff. I might try it sometime. I want to try simple things first though, because it's been a while. But this is 24-hour quilting projects. Probably not for me, but it's by Rita Weiss, which I know her name. $19.95 for the book, and they have. Let me see what all they have. I'm going to drop the last book. These are the patterns. Sorry, put the last book down there. These are the patterns. I just requested a whole bunch of Dover books today too. But they have a rainbow zigzag, ragged pinwheels. You know, they just have so much in here. So I don't know. I could give it away, or I could try to keep it. I don't know. It is $19.95. So if I do give it away, it'll go in my prize pile. Then another coloring book. I know, I have so many, but this is Inspiring Proverbs, and I love the Proverbs. So peaceful. See, I just love these. This is $5.99. I do like the prices of their coloring books. This is Creative Haven Inspiring Proverbs Coloring Book. Isn't that cool? Okay. That's all the books for me to review right now. Quite a few, I know. Okay, I think that's about it for me today. I think I've kept you people long enough. Just had a wonderful, past 6 weeks probably. But, and I've missed talking to you guys regularly. Now that I'm back, I'll get back to it regularly again. But, I hope you guys have a great week. And I hope all of your crafty projects go smoothly and that you don't make any mistakes. But if you do make mistakes, I hope they're little ones and they're easy to correct. I love you all. Big, big hugs. And I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.